Greetings, Masandawana. I am back on another installment of the Yellow Corner, bringing you the preview of our Nedbank Cup round of 32 fixture as we host Gomora United on Wednesday night at 7 o'clock at Loftus Versfeld. Sadly, I'm starting yet another match preview on a sad note, man. Let me start by passing my deepest condolences to Stellenbosch Football Club, friends and family of young defender Jandre Gaffo, who sadly passed away over the weekend. May your soul rest in peace, young king, and strength to family, friends, and his teammates at Stellenbosch. Man, I hope I'm pronouncing his name correctly. If I'm not, my sincerest apologies, man. Yeah, no, it's sad, man. Stellenbosch losing yet another young defender, man, who I didn't know him, never seen him play, but he probably had a very promising career. I mean, I don't think he'd be at such a good club if he wasn't that good. So, man, yeah, may his soul rest in peace, man. Hey, going into matters that involved our beloved club, Mamelodi Sundowns, looking back on our 2-1 defeat away to Sudanese side Al Hilal last Friday in the CAF Champions League game week 4. Absolutely pathetic, man. Showed zero grit. Senior players once again letting us down, not just them, the coach as well with his choice in terms of not necessarily tactics, but his squad management, certain players did well last week Wednesday, was it Wednesday or Tuesday, when we played Kukune, yet come this game, another important game, they don't even smell grass at all, I'm not stupid to think, you must, when a player does well for one game, then whoever has been playing that position, you must automatically drop him going forward. Every time you make changes, the player who does well now owns that spot. I'm not dumb to think like that, but you see certain players getting more minutes than they deserve. There are players who played 90% of the game, and you're like, but these players are tired. They're not giving us anything. There's guys like Blesser, there's guys like Mkulise who did well. Give them minutes, man. They are hungry to prove themselves. Give them minutes. Show trust in them, But it wasn't to be. Sadly, I've got a serious problem with our coach's man management skills, man. Because certain players, they make the mistakes and they are out of the team. I'm going to reference Fawaz. Fawaz made a huge mistake. He fumbled in that first leg, and Al Hilal regarding their second goal, and you just know Fawaz might not even smell the bench for the next few games, if not for the whole season, Yet some players, when they make mistakes, now they are always in the squad, So it's really disappointing to see that we have a Cassia Animal Farm in our team. Yes, players who've won things, you give them a certain level of grace, more grace than those who haven't won things with you or haven't won things with the club. But there needs to be fairness in you doing that as well, So that was rather disappointing, man. And we've put ourselves in a very precarious situation, man. It's going to be difficult to progress to the knockout stages, the CAF Champions League. And I saw a really damning stat posted by Opta Jabu after that game on Friday, man. We've only won 1 out of our last 10 group stages or later stages. Away, one of our 10 away games in the group stages or later stages of the Champions League since March 2024. We played 10, won 1, drew 5, and lost 4, man. That's damning, man. Such form, you can't win the Champions League with such form. You're not going to win the Champions League with such form. And this defeat away to Al Hilal further highlights the importance of winning your home games in the Champions League. If we had won our home game in the Champions League, we wouldn't be in this situation. Sundowns can be really, really frustrating at times, man, honestly. And since Friday, not even since Friday, I've been debating with myself on whether I should continue attending the games or not. A friend of mine who attends almost each and every game, Sundowns, at home, and a lot of away games, including international away games, said in the first game that we played this year, before that game, he said to me, I'm thinking of staying away from the stadium. I said, no, but we need to continue supporting the team. And he said, it's difficult to continue supporting the team at this moment. I think it's better I support from home. Yes, I still love the team. Me not going there doesn't mean I guess I love that team. And the late legendary coach here at Liverpool, Bill Shankly, once made this quote: if you do not or can't support us when we draw or lose, don't support us when we are winning. And I agree with that. But there is a but. How do I continue to support the team from my pocket? I stay in the East End, travel to Loftus, buy tickets, buy refreshments, buy club merchandise, while the board and the management of the club just stands and watch as these two total muppets, run our club to the ground. How do I continue back our club when players are seemingly not asked with what is happening? You look at their performances. A lot of our players don't seem asked with what is happening at the club. How do I continue backing the club when all this is happening? Why should I care, as Thabiso Aizomutu, care about this club that I love so much when people who are put there in positions to run our club are not, they simply don't care, they are okay with what is happening, How do I continue supporting this club that I love so much when my job as a supporter, my job as a Manu supporter is to support the club even when the club is going through a dark patch, But how do I do that? How do I support this club going through this dark patch when it is totally self-inflicted? Guys, it is not our birthright as Mamelodi Sundowns to win every game, to win every cup. It is not, But the situation that we find ourselves in right now as Mamelodi Sundowns Football Club, we shouldn't be in this situation. It is self-inflicted, and yeah, man, it is not looking good. It is not looking good. So I do not know, man. I do not know what decision I'm gonna make. Do I go to the game, continue going to the games on Wednesday? And if me stopping, if I decide to stop attending games, and for some, it means I'm a fake fan. At this point, so be it. As much as I love Sundowns, man, there are certain things. Sometimes you need to show the people that you love tough love, So yeah, I'm not saying me one this stadium it will make much of a difference, But yeah, man, I will see. Still haven't made a decision. Going into the Nedbank Cup game, do I think, or the Nedbank Cup as a whole, do I think we will win this tournament? Not at all. We just don't win the cup competitions at Mamelodi Sundowns, and I've learned to live with that. Last time we won a cup competition, domestic cup competition, was in the 2021-2022 season. That is a very long time ago, man. That is 5 or so years ago, and with the investments that we see being poured into the club and the playing staff and all that, to have only won, to have gone this long without a domestic triumph, it's a total disgrace, man. And the thing is, yes, we'll definitely beat Gomora on Wednesday. What if we meet a team like Pirates, who are currently the cup kings of South African football? Whether we like it or not, they are the cup kings of South African football at this moment. They are winning trophies, domestic trophies left, right, and center. I'm always confident going into a game against Pirates, more leaking, but in cup competitions, I fear them, and we bottle it every time we face Pirates in cup competitions, and I'm not sure if we were to face them, we would knock them out of the Nedbank Cup. Hence, I doubt we will win this trophy, man. Going into our game against Gomora United, what do I expect? My thoughts going into this game. They currently sit 12th. More the Motsepe Foundation League. They are 5 points ahead, 15th placed. Baroka 7 points ahead of 16th placed Black Leopard. So because of their of this situation, they can afford to play their best squad on Wednesday. They can afford, if they were in a relegation dogfight, you'd think, oh, no, they will prioritize their first division status, and hey, that will be their primary jobs, their primary focus. Anything else that comes with that will be a bonus. But because of where they are, Moloko, I think they will play their best 11. We play these guys quite a lot, quite frequently, Modi friendlies at Cleocop, so both sides definitely know each other, and I think it will show obviously our quality will hopefully come out on top, and yeah, I was really, really impressed by one Sandile Wanda when they played. I watched their game against Cape Town City a few weeks ago, and I was really impressed by him in the 10 minutes or so that he played before he got injured and he was subbed off. So yeah, I was impressed by him. I was also impressed by the line that they are back for kept in that game. They were in sync, even though they conceded 2 goals and they've been conceding, but I was really, really impressed with the shape that their back four kept. You could tell there's a cohesion, more there's understanding, So yeah, man. But the other thing is Cape Town City, mostly in the first half, it was so easy for them to play through Gomora through the middle of the park, and this was because of the gap between. There was a huge hole between their double pivot, and apart from that, there was also a gap between their middle third and their final third in their 9 and 10, as well as their midfield 2, So yeah, Cape Town City found it easy playing through them in the middle of the park. The other player that impressed me was Kola Musia, and who played on the left. Wanda played on the left as well before he was substituted. I hope I didn't say the right. He played on the left. And yeah, Kola MC also impressed me in that game. And what I picked up is that a lot of their attacks were coming from his side on the left. So maybe that is one player that we need to keep an eye on. The other thing that I picked up is that they go full zonal. That corner kicks, they do not go man marking or hybrid. They go full zonal. So I'm not a fan of zonal marking. I only reference Liverpool. Rafa Benitez made me dislike zonal marking. So yeah, I'm not a fan of zonal marking. I think it is easy to concede or score against a team. Easy to concede as a team that's defending, and easy to score as a team that's attacking. So I hope we use we punish them because through the set piece. I expect lots of changes from Cardoso. I think a lot of French players will be given a chance in this game, and I expect performances from these individuals that will be given a chance, because they will want to prove a point. They will want to show the coach, no, we deserve more than you are offering us in terms of game time. So I expect a lot of the players that played in our game against Kukune to play against Gomora, because the next thing he will be making excuses after game, Ilupopo telling us about fatigue like he was last week. that press conference after the game annoyed me, man, talking about fatigue when you made so many changes. Yes, there's traveling. I understand there's traveling, but that was a pathetic excuse to use, So, yeah, man. And I think, I'm not sure how many have picked this up or are seeing it from the same lens as I am seeing it. Or Cardoso has seemingly gone from a 4-3-3 to a 4-4-2 diamond system this year. I've seen it a lot in our games since the turn of the year. So let's see if he continues with that on Wednesday and going forward. Here's the lineup that coach Thabiso Motlhong, Mamelodi Sundowns head coach, would go with on Wednesday. I would go with Jody February. My back four would be Zuko Mdunyelwa at right back. Keegan Johannes, right centre back. Damani, I would continue with him as left centre back. And then Tato Sibia, I would continue with him as left back, paid his school fees on Friday. And double pivot, Mkhulise and Jaden Adams, just like last week. And Lukaku as a 10, Sales right forward, Mabena left forward, and then Peter Shadley up top. Score prediction, I think we will win convincingly. I think we'll win 3-0. I hope I'm not wrong. Thank you guys for watching. The next preview will be on Friday. It will be the preview of our tough away trip to the DRC to take on St. Eloi Lupopo in the CAF Champions League group stages game week 5. A must-win game. Until next time, Shap Shap Masandawana.